In a world that often celebrates power, wealth, and loud declarations of success, one man chose a different path, a path built on service, humility, and compassion without condition. His name was Abdul Sattar Edhi, and for more than half a century, he dedicated his entire life to helping those no one else would. Edhi arrived in Pakistan as a young man and with little money and no influence. What he did have was a belief that every human life deserved dignity, regardless of religion, wealth, or background. In 1951, he opened a small dispensary in Karachi, funded largely by donations collected on foot. There were no sponsors, no institutions, just trust. From that single room grew the Edhi Foundation, the largest volunteer ambulance network in the world. Ambulances that carried the sick, the injured, abandoned infants, victims of disaster and war. Edhi answered calls others turned away from. He personally adopted homeless children, ran orphanages and shelters, and established morgues for those forgotten even in death. When sectarian violence tore communities apart, Edhi refused to take sides. His rule was unwavering. Human suffering comes before ideology. Despite global recognition, Edhi lived with extreme simplicity. He owned 2 sets of clothes, slept on the floor, refused luxury, security, or personal comfort. When offered high office or praise, he declined. Service was not a means to status, it was the mission. True greatness rarely has to be seen. Edhi often said that empathy must be practical, not theoretical. If someone needed help, he believed action mattered more than discussion. That belief carried him through criticism, political pressure, and suspicion, yet he never stopped responding to calls. When Abdul Sattar Edhi passed away in 2016, Pakistan held a state funeral, a rare honour for a man who never sought power. Thousands lined the streets, not to mourn a celebrity, but to thank a servant. His legacy is not a statue or a quote. It is a network of care, still answering calls today, still lifting the burden from those with nowhere else to turn. Abdul Sattar Edhi showed the world that compassion does not need permission and service does not require wealth. He proved that a single human life, when devoted fully to others, can become a shelter, a lifeline, and a lesson in what humanity looks like at its very best.